Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm the Godless Gamer, and you're checking out the 25th episode in my series, Arthur, King of the Bretons. We have a lot to do in this episode, so I'm just gonna get right into it. We're gonna press continue here. We are going to be able to accomplish, hopefully, in this episode, something that I've been looking forward to accomplishing, and that is finally controlling all of the de jure lands in Hammerfell. We just have a few more wars we gotta fight, a couple with Kefram's Boot, and then maybe a couple with Hagath. I'm just gonna try my best to try to complete Hammerfell in this episode, but I also think we're going to be able to start our conquests against Cyrodiil. We have some duchies right here, or a couple of duchies and a county right here that will be kind of easy to conquer, so I'm looking forward to finally dipping our toes into Cyrodiil. So that's going to be our goal for this episode, on top of the normal things of making sure that we're upgrading things, we're spending money in the right places, we're developing our realm, all those good things that we're used to. So let's unpause here. Let's get our spam. I actually had to revoke somebody's title. I'm not gonna get super explainy as to why, but just trust me, I had to disinherit my grandson. So let's get him back on our side. I don't want my grandson to be my rival. We are currently sponsoring something. At the end of all this spam, there's going to be somebody that I have to convert. One of the young ladies that I married somebody off to is a heretic, so while it's on my mind, we are going to convert. We don't want any heretics in our realm. I believe she was the only one. Yeah. We are over our domain limit. Why is that? Oh, that's right, because I revoked this title. Now, very quickly, I'm going to get super explainy, but I had to disinherit one of the dukes that I created here, because the Duke the Duke of Hagath, the former Duke of Hagath, his primary heir was my son, and I don't want my son to inherit anything, so just to be on the safe side, I revoked his title, and we're going to give it away to somebody else. Maybe I'll give that grandson land in the future, but for now, he's getting replaced. Okay. So we're back to our domain limit. We are waiting for our army to recharge. And we also want some money, obviously, because you need money to do anything in this game. So let's let these get up to good levels. And then we will fight our next war. Our next war is going to be with Kefram's Boot. I'm just going to take this piece from them. This county right here. We're trying to murder our high priest because I don't like his skill. I think we can do better than 13, so let's hope that we get a better realm priest after this murder. Come on. 17, that's good. That's better than 13. We're gonna immediately befriend our new realm priest. And we have to replace our steward. Let's get a new steward in here. Ooh, I can make my son my steward. He's got 29 stewardship. And what's really nice is that we are currently in the learning lifestyle, and we're going down the scholar tree, and these two perks are going to be really valuable for us, especially learn on the job. 20% of counselor's primary skills are added to your own, which is going to boost my stewardship, and I believe that once we get learn on the job, we're going to get another domain limit out of it. So our domain limit will go up to 18 once we get that. And then the other thing we're going to get is sanctioned loopholes, which is going to give me the ability to use the buy-claim interaction. And if you've been following the series, or at least the last few episodes, you know that we've been getting claims either by using our Realm Priest to fabricate claims, or we've been using that claim land via Arcana decision, which I can't show you right here because it's not letting me. Here, we've been using this claim land via Arcana decision, but this only works if I'm bordering people. Whereas once I get that buy claim interaction, I'll be able to buy claims from anybody, regardless of whether or not they're bordering me. So, sanction loopholes is going to be really valuable for us. It's going to help us speed up our conquest, because then we won't have to worry about waiting to get claims. Camelot is looking beautiful. We are pretty much the most powerful force in Tamriel at the moment, which is how it should be. I have a couple of holdings of the wrong type, but we are building castles. Uh-oh, my dog and the other dog are running off. Are they gonna go bang each other? Are they gonna go do it doggy style? Nope. They're in the middle of a playful fight. It's good to see Pumpkin having such fun. I guess that's the name of her dog? Okay, we have a decent amount of money now. I need to stay on top of all of these academy buildings that I'm building. So like I said, our next war is going to be with Kefram's Boot. We're going to take this here, this county. I'm not prepared to take this yet, because I don't have the necessary claims that I need. But we'll work on that. Once we have the buy-claim interaction, we'll be able to take care of that. Somebody's giving me money, my friend. Thank you. I happily accept your money. That actually gave us a decent amount of money. I don't need my army to be fully charged. All of my men-at-arms are okay. So let's just declare this war now. The sooner the better. I'm going to raise my army here. I'm going to split them. I'm going to have one army go for the war target, and then we'll have another army go down here and start taking land from them. All we need to do is conquer the county, because that's all we're conquering. Wow. This book turned out really well. I have another legendary book in my court that has the exact same benefits. So let's double down and let's put that up. See, as you can see, look at all the benefits I'm getting from this. Charting the human body, +1 learning, health boost, small 0.1 prestige gain, monthly learning lifestyle experience, +20%. Same exact thing. So we're going to get another health boost. And since we are in the learning lifestyle, this is going to speed us up. So the one we're replacing was giving me renown. But I value this learning lifestyle experience +20% more. So now we have 2 legendary books. We're friends with our high priest. Let's befriend our son, because he's our steward now. So let's befriend him. So yeah, I am actually talking to you guys. I got a brand new headset the other day, and I am loving it. I'm really loving it. It's brand new. It's nice and comfy on my head. And the sound quality is great, so... Really loving my new headset. We're almost to learn on the job. Nine months for my siege, 10 months for theirs. Let's go fight this battle, and then we'll get the war target. My level of splendor just increased. That's good. We have an orc duke. Okay. Let's stay on top of our academy buildings. We are making so much money now that I need to make sure I'm spending it all and putting it to good use. I don't think taking their capital is going to be enough. Oh no. Damn peasants. Where are they going to show up? Where are they? In my capital. Me and my son are friends now, and he just grew a mustache. It's a ridiculous mustache. Sorry, kid, you're losing that mustache. You can have a beard. Or you can have a goatee. That's fine. We just discovered the land grants innovation, which gives us the fabricate claim on county councilor task speed plus 50%, and Casus Belli prestige cost minus 10%. We're gonna get something else now. We're going to get... I think I'm gonna get knighthood, direct vassal opinion plus 5, and knight effectiveness plus 20%, which is gonna be really helpful. I have a bunch of knights. I have 19 knights. So let's improve the quality of our knights, and then I think after this one, I'll get men-at-arms, and we can start working on the size of our army, improving our army quality. I inherited a duchy. Let's give it back. I don't need this duchy. I don't want it. Can I didn't hire a holy order for my war. Maybe I can hire a holy order to take care of these peasants. Excellent. I'm not... I'm not gonna chase after my dog. No, I'll be patient. We have the ability to hire. We have the ability to adopt a puppy. If we lose the dog that we have, we can always just adopt another puppy. So there we go. We took that from Kefrim's boot. The next war is going to be with Hagath, but we have a truce with them right now. 6 months. That's not too long. But we do have to give away some things. We're over by 1, so... Alright, our dog came back. Somebody's trying to fabricate a hook on my son. As long as it's not a murder scheme. I do want to keep an eye on my age and my health, because I do want to have another generation of children not too long in the future. So, we'll worry about that. Right now, I don't need any more kids right now. We'll wait a few more years. Probably not this episode, but it's something to keep in mind. I do want to have more children later. $30. There we go. We're going to get learn on the job now, and I bet you it's going to improve our domain limit. Yep. Our stewardship is now 48. Our learning is 51. Damn. My daughter just had a grandson. He's okay. He's okay. Okay, our truce is over. Let's fight Hagath. Let's see what the results are going to be. I can seize the de jure kingdom. I have 2 kingdom Casus Bellis I can use. We're going to use the cheapest one. The results are going to be exactly the same. Lady Magistrate Caminda is going to become a vassal no matter what. So we're going to use the cheaper one. This one's only 880 prestige cost. Here we go. We're just gonna work our way towards their capital. I lost a court tutor. I need to fill my high almoner position as well. My son already has a job. He's my royal architect. Let's give the tutor job to my daughter. She's a genius. She'll be a good tutor. Nepotism at its finest. Let's check on the status of these castles I'm building. 16 days. Okay. We got 2 of them built. Let's take care of this right now. That is an ugly woman. Look at all our money. The reason that I'm focusing on building my academies is because it's going to make my, excuse me, all of my magical units, like my spell blades and mages, it improves everything about them, all of their stats, and it also makes them cheaper to have, or cheaper to maintain. That's why I'm putting so much attention on my academy buildings. It's just going to make my army better overall. Cheaper and better. I'm friends with my marshal now? Cool. How many friends do I have? Quite a bit. I have some rivals here, but once I get enough money, I'm just going to bribe all these people. Let's start dealing with the rivalries we have here. I already bribed my grandson, so just these 3 people we need to bribe. I don't want any rivals. I prefer to not have any rivals. I have enough enemies as it is. Let's not exacerbate the amount of enemies we have. I think we have a good enough amount of money. And these aren't very expensive bribes. There we go. Now all of my rivals love me. That should take care of them, ideally. Exciting. Exiting the Temple of La Crema, me and my friend end up in the company of some local merchants. They are in the middle of a discussion regarding theology and worldly wealth. I would invest in Temple, but how can I know if it's even Zenithar's will? I don't really need the learning lifestyle experience. Let's just get the money. Give me your money. Uh-oh, there's a murder me scheme. Only 5% chance, so we're okay. Alright, so that's another war accomplished. I only have 1 person whose title I need to revoke, and we're already ready for it. There we go. I also have to build a castle in this county, because this is a city holding, so let's get that started. And let's deal with our domain limit. We're over by 4. 1 more piece to give away in this duchy of Pathago. Let's give that away. And let's create the Duke. Let's edit this guy's contract. Oh, no, we already have. Okay. We're going to create a new duchy title, because we can have 2, as you guys all know. We can hold 2 safely, so as long as we always have 2 duchy titles, we're good. And we can give away... We'll finish giving away this duchy here. Abaddon Gora. I have a dynasty member right here. Let's check him out. He has a sibling who's a duke, who already has heirs, so there's no risk of his brother inheriting his land, which is good. I'm just making sure that he's safe to land. I don't want him to already be in somebody's line of succession, and he's not. So this is a safe dynasty member to land here. I don't need to give him the duchy title yet, so we can hold off on doing that. Alright, we can disband our army, and we will continue. Now, I'm still not ready to fight Kefrim's Boot. I need claims on 2 duchies, and unfortunately, I used my Realm Priest to fabricate some claims, but they only got me claims on counties. I need duchy claims. So I think we're going to wait until we get sanctioned loopholes, which is going to be very, very soon, like maybe a couple of months. And then we'll buy those 2 duchy claims, and then we'll be ready for our next war with Kefrim's Boot. We're going to have to wait for another war with Ghislaine. We have to wait 4 years. Maybe our next war can be with Ontis. We are prepared for this war. We're going to be creating 1 vassal, and we already have the claim. So our next war is going to be with Ontis, the first war against a power in Cyrodiil. So now the Imperials can start tasting the wrath of Arthur. Alright, so let's enjoy this peacetime while it lasts. Once we finish all of the de jure lands in Hammerfell, we're going to be able to make this decision, establish a lingua Tamrialis. And we have to have the trait scholar, which we're actually working for. So we're going to be able to do this. We're going to be able to establish a lingua Tamrialis. I think we'll be able to do that this episode. As long as we can finish all of this. There we go. Sanction loopholes. We can now buy these 2 claims that we need. We're going to buy 2 duchy claims. Or no, maybe we only have to buy 1 now. This duke just conquered this duke. And using the buy claim interaction, it gives me some stress, which is going to prevent me from being able to really spam it. But it only costs me piety to buy the claims. And I have plenty of piety to spend, so I can actually start putting my piety to good use. So we're going to buy this duchy claim, and I believe that we have to buy these 2 county claims as well. And then once we're done with all buying these claims, I need to relieve my stress, because I'm going to be taking a whole bunch. 24 stress because I'm just every time I buy a claim. Okay. Let's call a hunt. There we go. So we are now ready to fight Kephrem's boot once the truce ends in 13 months. So we're just going to wait for that. And look how much money we have. Oh my goodness. Two years until this castle's done. What can we spend our money on? Do we have any inspirations that we can sponsor? Somebody wants to forge a weapon that I don't need, and somebody wants to go on an adventure. I have so much money, let's put it to use, and let's sponsor an inspiration. This woman is my guest, I'm gonna have to convert her. And I wouldn't mind another court artificer, so I'll hire for the job. And we also need to listen to grovelers now. Let's do that. Bring in the grovelers. My son, he's happy. He loves groveling sessions. Alright, good session. We got some money out of that. It's always a good session. You have 2,000 gold kicking around. Let's check our other holdings in our domains. Maybe some cities that we can just invest in. Technically, we don't need to invest our money because their holders can do it, but since I have so much money, let's invest a little bit of it into our holdings. Let's upgrade all the farms that we can. I'm gonna trust this woman's instincts to bring me something great. I don't want anything specific. Well, actually, a piece of furniture is what I wouldn't mind. We have a slot for some furniture. So let's hope we get a piece of furniture. Like a statue or something. So we're just waiting 9 months, and then we're gonna fight Kephrem's boot here. Uh-oh. South Weald or Weld just took one of the county or one of the duchies that we wanted. You know what, guys? That's making me a little nervous. I want to jump on Ontis. I'm gonna jump on Ontis before they get gobbled up by somebody else. Kefrum's boot isn't going anywhere. Let's get this war done. I'm doing it right now. We want to get a foothold in Cyrodiil. We're ready. And we caught them at a good time. They're already fighting somebody else. It looks like the Kingdom of Anvil is trying to take a piece of Ontis. Well, we're not going to let that happen. We're going to get them first. This war's going to be nice and easy and quick, so it shouldn't take us too long. Hopefully we won't have to fight Anvil, but we might have to. We'll see how it goes. Somebody else wants to go on an adventure. He wants to go to Yakuta. He wants to go out in the middle of the ocean. And... Alright, knock yourself out. I don't have an executioner? I've had a whole bunch of prisoners in my prison for years. Let's take care of them. I'll do it once the war's over, just so I can take care of them all at once. I always forget about prisoners. We just got a learning perk. We're gonna get the scholar trait, which might allow us to do the create a lingua Tamrielis. And I'm gonna stay in the learning lifestyle at least until we get this last perk. We're almost done, and then we'll switch to something else. I think I might go into the intrigue lifestyle next. This guy wants to be my food taster. I would prefer he didn't become my rival, so let's just give him the job. That's fine. Only one title to revoke. And he's already in prison. That means he's going to have to accept. Perfect. So our very first piece of Cyrodiil. This county needs a castle. The next duchy we're going to create is Ghislaine. Oh no, we already have that. The next duchy we're going to create is Lanebon. We're just waiting for a castle to be built in 10 months. That's not too bad. But let's start giving away Ghislaine here. We're over by 5, which is exactly how many counties are in this duchy. A peasant leader? I was just about to land this lady? No. This guy's okay. So let's let our army... let's let the men-at-arms get to full strength. We're almost there. And then we're gonna immediately fight Kefrim's Boot. I forgot a memory. Uh-oh, we're getting old. Disaster. Shara, my beneficiary, has passed away. She walked out into the icy waste before she could fulfill my dream. So this woman just took my money and committed suicide with it. So we're going to get out of the learning lifestyle. We've gotten everything that we want here. I'm going to go into the intrigue lifestyle. I'm going to do the temptation focus. Let's improve our fertility. And then I'm also going to get like weeds in a garden to improve my fertility even more. And then I want to get dreadful. Dread game plus 30%. So we're finally jumping into a brand new lifestyle, guys. I know, it's weird, right? I don't know how long I'm going to stay in that. Probably not long. But at least we're mixing it up. Okay. So we are going to fight Kefrim's Boot now. Yeah. Let's fight him. And then hopefully I'm going to time this correctly. Once this war is over, we'll be able to fight Ghislaine again. And then we'll have all of Hammerfell guides, and then we'll be able to establish a lingua Tamrielis. If I use the Seize, the Kingdom of Kefrim's Boot, the de jure, I'm going to be creating a queen as a vassal. But if I use this Conquer Kingdom one, I'm only going to be creating a duke as a vassal, which is preferable. I prefer to not create any vassals, but... You know what? I have plenty of money. I'm just gonna muster here, and we're just gonna sail immediately for the capital. I lost another court jester. We've got quite a few, like, peasant factions, but we're used to that. Not a big deal. Let's check our offensive war penalty. Offensive war penalty minus 83. That's not great. Let me bribe some of my powerful vassals here. I know I'm running a little low on money, but that's okay. That's what this money's for bribery. This castle just got done. One less rival to worry about, and now we only have 3. I'm surprised these rivalries haven't expired yet. They still love us. Oh my god, more peasants! I can probably just hire a holy order again to take care of them, which is what we're gonna do. Do my dirty work, holy order. Kill my peasants for me. There we go. War's over. You cannot revoke titles from a vassal who has a vassal contract with protected title revocation. I think we can do something about that. I think I can modify her contract. Yes, I can. We can get rid of that. Now we can revoke it. We're over our domain limit by 1. That's an easy fix. I can create another duchy title. I'm going to create the Duchy of Ontus. This castle's going to be done in 2 years, so I need to remember that. Wow, we're going to take a whole bunch of attrition coming this way. Fine, don't go this way. Just come through the ocean. I know I don't have enough money. We're going to go into debt because of this, but that's okay. I just received a missive for my adventurer, and it is covered in ruddy dust from his journey through the desert mountains. I have scaled another beast, and atop these thousands of flat plateaus, I have seen no sign another man has ever trod upon this rock. Today I brave the highest, yet I have... today I brave the highest I have yet scaled. I think the rock cries out for a worthy name to commemorate the achievement being overseen by the finest High King in the cosmos. Damn right, this guy knows how to... He knows how to flatter. After my darling wife. Name it after my wife. So yeah, we're gonna go into a little bit of debt, but it's not gonna be for a long time. Just temporarily. My son Tim's talent with the brush grows with each passing year, and so does his interest in competence in other areas. Thank you for believing in me, Father. No problem, kid. I have a new project that I would like to start. Perhaps you are interested in being my benefactor? He wants me to sponsor something? What does he want to do? He wants to weave a historical record? Alright, go ahead, kid. Knock yourself out. A stranger is brought to me. She has been waiting outside the castle gates for a week, my liege. This woman bows deeply. Her name is Elitalia. I travel... Do I want to take this woman into my court? She is a mystic. She has 31 learning. Her personality isn't awful. As long as she converts, I'll take her. I get a weak hook on her, and she converts. Okay, let's get her married. Pickings are kind of slim for people with traits. I have an unmarried courtier here. Sure. We're gonna have to replace her husband soon because this guy's gonna kick the bucket. He is ailing. Look, they're wasting... Oh, wow, I totally forgot about the peasants. Totally forgot about the peasants. Where's the holy order that I hired? Where'd they go? Oh, okay. This peasant rebellion is still going on from earlier. I thought we ended it, but apparently we didn't. But that's okay. We ended it now. This lady's head is gonna roll. Publicly. Visiting the local market, a merchant from a faraway land catches my attention. Come closer, my lord. Marvel at the treasures never before seen in these lands. Walked right past the guards responsible for these beauties, a true knower of the people that I am. This merchant might have more to give me than marvels from afar. I mean, I'm just trying to revoke somebody's title. This war is taking longer than I thought it would take. We're gonna get like weeds in a garden. Just improving my fertility so when we stop, or when we abandon celibacy and we have our next generation of children. Oh my god, alright. Hopefully this next battle wins the war. Hopefully we capture somebody valuable and we can just end this. Let's let our dog in on our council meeting. That's fine. Such a good boy. Nope, unfortunately that didn't end it. Maybe this will? There we go. I didn't get a claim on this. Do all of these people have title revocation in their contracts or protection? Yeah. This person doesn't. Alright, I didn't get a title. Oh no, yes I did. Maybe I did. I can revoke all their titles? Okay, we're good. We're prepared. I was worried there for a second. We have to get rid of a Grandmaster. We're over our domain limit by 2. Let's take care of it very quickly. "11 months until this castle's done." This is the temple holding, so another place where we need to build a castle. This is the castle. This artifact will disappear upon succession. What did he bring me? A fragmented tome surrounding Yar Elgir of the Unminded and one of the Black Books. Daedric artifacts created by Hermaeus Mora, the Daedric Prince of Fate and Knowledge. He just gave me the Black Book, the Winds of Changes. So this is a Daedric artifact. Monthly lifestyle experience plus 50%, and that applies to any lifestyle. It's not a specific lifestyle, it's any lifestyle. Damn, I don't know if I want to put this up. He gains the trait Adventurer. Well, good for him. Cool. He just gave me a Daedric artifact. I have a chance of becoming... Oh, no, I already am an herbalist. A boiling hot pot of water is ready to be served for tonight's tea time. A special blend of locally sourced herbs has been prepared. While herbal tea is good for body and mind, this is not the purpose of tonight's concoction. In fact, the large cup of tea in front of me is neither about the brewing of tea itself, but rather the fertile soil which nourished the herbs, and the water drawn from a clear mountain spring to brew it with. Soil and water. Solid and liquid, body and spirit, mundus and ethereus, present and past. What memories lay in the lands in this land's waters, and how are its secrets deep within us all unlocked? I stare deeply into a cup, taking in its pleasant aromas and losing myself in the patterns formed by the floating leaf. All right, man, it's a cup of tea, man. Like, damn, just drink the cup of tea. I can convert to forgotten gods just because I'm drinking some tea? Man, relax. We're gonna do this. We're an herbalist. Let's get some learning lifestyle experience. So my son weaved me something. It's okay. Can I hire him? Do I have any more artificer slots? Yeah, I do. We did just go over an hour, but I'm gonna finish this. Gonna finish this war, and then we're gonna grab this as well. That will complete all of the de jure lands in Hammerfell, and I think that'll be a good place to end the episode. And then we'll create the Lingua Tamrielis as well. I need to give away 2 more holdings. 7 months until that castle's done. Somebody is possessed, and I have a chance to cure them. Let's give him the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch, and maybe that will cure him. The imposition of your Induril Death Mask is said to cure any ailment. Maybe we can cure this guy's possession. Let's try. I don't think it worked. How many duchy titles do I have? Do I have too many? I do. I have 3 of them. Alright, we can give away the Duchy of Ghislaine now. And we can edit this guy's contract, right? Yep. Let's end this damn war already. It's just for a friggin' county. Come on. This is a castle. "57 days until that castle's done." I'm gonna stay over my domain limit for 57 days. Just until we can get that managed. I'm gonna stay right here and look at it, and wait for it to be done. I lost my pet dog. That's okay. Because we can get another one. It's a female. Alright, we've kind of run out of female names going with the Monty Python theme, so I think I'm just gonna name my dog, my female dog, Princess. Because she's a princess. A furry princess. I don't need to give away a duchy title yet. I'm gonna let my men-at-arms get to full strength, and then we're gonna quickly fight this war, establish a lingua temporalius, and then I'm gonna end the episode, guys. We are over an hour, so... Ooh, we just got the knighthood fascination. Direct vassal opinion +5, knight effectiveness +20. Now we're gonna do men-at-arms. We're gonna improve the our men-at-arms, the size of the men-at-arms. And let's deal with these prisoners that I keep putting off. I've got prisoners in here for 7 years. There we go. Got 2,000 gold to spend. Alright, let's do our last groveling session of the episode. This is a problem to throw money at. That's fine. Just cut it off. Okay. For this war, as long as they don't have any allies, they don't. I'm just gonna raise my men-at-arms. I'm not gonna raise my whole army. Let's do it. We're strong enough now. They only have 100 men or whatever. There we go. Now we can establish a lingua temporalius. It's going to cost me 3,000 prestige, which I can afford. That's okay. The various provinces of Tamriel all speak their own language, and both trade and intercultural relationships suffer from it. Now that I control vast swaths of territory, it might be wise to push for my language to be the official language of the Empire, and all of Tamriel should soon follow suit. The Glenumbran culture discovers lingua temporalius, I get same culture opinion plus 10 for 50 years, and my culture gains flourishing culture. Oh wait, every county both in and outside of your realm of your culture gains flourishing culture for 50 years. Development growth plus 10%. That's really going to be nice. So let's do it. Let me deal with my domain limit here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of our episode. Great little event to end the episode on. We are now done. We own 2 complete empires. The complete empire of Camelot and the complete empire of Hammerfell. Every piece of land is accounted for. Now we can solely start focusing on our conquests against Cyrodiil. So we have that to look forward to. Look at all this purple. We've essentially created the Daggerfall Covenant. Somebody in the comments mentioned that I've pretty much created the Daggerfall Covenant, but that's a little bit later in history, but yeah, I guess they're right. Technically, we did create the Daggerfall Covenant, but there is no covenant. There's only one ruler. This isn't a coalition. This is an absolute monarchy. Alright, guys. That is the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up at the bottom of the video. I always encourage my viewers, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're getting notified on when these episodes come out so you can follow along with us as the episodes come out. So feel free to do that, and as always, feel free to leave your comments at the bottom of the video. Let me know what you think. Are you enjoying the series? What kind of advice do you guys have? What kind of mistakes did I make that you guys want to point out? Because I am only human, and sometimes I make mistakes, and maybe one of you guys will catch something. So just let me know in the comments. I will deal with a bunch of stuff in the realm management phase between the episodes, so there's nothing to worry about there. The next episode will be episode 26, so until then, guys, have a good one. Thank you so much for watching.